Hey folks, it's Owen here again with another battle report. This is the second of the Winter Assault preparation games that I played. This one is against Sean Murry, who is also a last chancer. And just before I get on, I just want to say thanks to everyone for subscribing, because I've just gone over 50 subscribers, and it's great to see that people are actually interested in this sort of stuff. So let's hope the battle reports keep coming. So this game, as I said, is Winter Assault preparation. It's my High Elves against Sean Lizardmen, and we're using 1600 points. We rolled at the start and we got the melee engagement as our scenario. Okay, so I set up first, and then going from left to right, I have 5 Reavers with a musician. I have my 20 Phoenix Guard who have a full command and the Razor Banner. In there is my Archmage, who is also the general. He's level 4 on high magic and he has the Talisman of Preservation. And there also is the BSB, who's a noble with the Reaver Bow and Shield of Murwyrm, the one that I usually use. Just behind them there is an eagle. I have 2 bolt throwers then as well on a hill. 8 silver helms full command are just there in front of the hill. Another eagle on the right hand side, and 5 reavers with a musician just there on their right. And on to the Lizardmen. So Sean deploys like so. Just to say, I actually went out to get the book after this, so I would know exactly what the disciplines are and what the army was all about, because I hadn't played them such a long time that I really wanted to read up about them. And it's a great book if you do happen to want to get your hands on it. It's really good. But going from left to right here, we have a Scar Veteran who's on a cold 1 with a Charmed Shield and a great weapon. So he's a 1+ guy. He's going to avoid the first shot from one of my bolt throwers, which is pretty handy. He's got 12 Skinks, Skirmishers. They've got blowpipes. There's 20 Saurus Warriors at full command, and there's a Scar Veteran BSB in there. He's got the Banner Discipline, Enchanted Shield, and he's got light armor. The big unit there, a Temple Guard. He's got 20 Temple Guard, and he's got his boss in there. He's the Slan Mage. These guys are magicked up to the gills. He's using high magic. He got level 4 high magic, and his disciplines are as follows. He's got the Reservoir of Eldritch Energy, which means he can keep a Dispel dice on a 2+ and use it as a power dice in his phase, which is pretty good. He's got Becoming Cogitation, which lets him reroll his first Dispel attempt in the phase, which is another great one as well. So with the extra dice he's going to have, he'll definitely be able to dispel quite a lot. Third one he has there is Harmonic Convergence, which means he gets two additional dice to channel. Plus he has a Channeling Staff, which means he's got 3 dice channel on a 5+. Very, very magic heavy, and it's really good, especially with the choppy guys that he has as well. Just over there is the last unit then. He has 11 Skink Skirmishers with blowpipes just there behind the terrain. And over here we have what we have for reserves. Just 12 Skinks for himself and my 15 Archers, so they'll be able to come on at the start of each of our movement phases. I just threw my spells in here as well. All the spells are very good. Hand of Glory, I think, is probably one of the best spells, especially if you got lots of archers, because they really, really hit hard. Fiery Convocation, of course, is a great spell. Arcane Unforging, I probably shouldn't have bothered taking this spell, as Sean had said when I was taking it, but I didn't want to just take it because he said, mainly because I thought maybe I could get rid of the disciplines, but it's not. It's only for magic items. So it would have been kind of unfair if I just dumped it and taken another one just because Sean had told me what it does, so I hung on to it just to do it because I wanted to be fair. And Soul Quench, just basic Soul Quench. And we go to the roll off, and the Elves steal the initiative. So good news for us, we get our archers on straight away and we get to start shooting at these guys, which we really need to do. Right, so we go on to Elf turn 1. So what I do is I just move everyone forward, really, just to get them in range. I probably made a little mistake there with my Reavers on the left hand side. Yeah, I probably should have moved them with a bit of a better angle, because if they had to flee, they probably would be gone. But anyway, Eagle goes behind the building, and the Silver Helms just wait up there. Hopefully they can get a charge on somebody. And the rest of the army moves like this as well. I didn't actually move my Phoenix Guards, no point really moving them that far. Probably should have, maybe so I can cast more magic, and well, the Reaver Bow is 30 inches, so that didn't matter. I moved my Reavers forward as well, just to perhaps get someone to come in and charge them too, have a couple of shots. I only actually found out in a game I was playing last Thursday that I can march and fire. I had no idea I could, but it's just a -1. I've never even thought about it until someone told me. Dark Elf player told me. So that's one to know. Then the archers come on the right hand side and just move up a little bit so we can get some shots in on the Skinks on the right, and the Eagle just moves across just to give me some cover. Magic phase for me wasn't too bad because I just got a small Hand of Glory off, but I rolled a 3, so our ballistic skill is now up to 6, so great stuff for that. The rest of the magic phase was a bust because he had loads of dice. So we went on to shooting and we pummeled all our shots in. We didn't miss with anything because our ballistic skill was pretty high. So hit a lot and killed quite a few of these guys, which made them panic. Panicked all the way over there, which is great stuff. Moving on then, we killed a couple more skinks over here. I think that's the rest of the shooting phase though. And then we're on to Lizardmen turn 1. Sean's skinks come up on the left hand side, come on the board, get ready to shoot my guys. He moves his other skinks around just to take out my eagle, and the Scar veteran doesn't bother charging anybody really, just comes up into the middle. Gives himself an option either to charge into the side of my Silverhounds, who probably won't be able to harm the guy, or maybe go through onto my bolt thrower, so it's a nice move. The rest of the army's like this. His skinks on the right, they rally, so he moves them back up. Just behind there, so I won't be able to shoot him and I can't see them in my turn. And then the Temple Guard and the Slam move up slowly but surely. So magic phase, and he rolls a 6, and then he gets himself 2 channels, which is lovely. He even tried to keep a dice, and he rolled a 1 to not be able to keep it. So I was quite lucky. So plenty of magic there for the Lizardman. So what Sean does is he throws out an Arcane Unforging. I think he just throws three dice at it and casts it, no problem. I couldn't really risk trying to cast that and then have Fiery Convocation going off because he had a lot of dice left. So I let it go, and the result was my Battle Standard Bearer lost his shield and a Murworm, which isn't too bad because I would prefer to keep the Reaver Bow. Fiery Convocation, he rolled for it, but I managed to dispel it, so I was quite lucky. Shooting in the Lizardman turn, the eagle explodes thanks to all the blowpipes. Poison blowpipes are not an eagle's friend. So High Elf turn 2, and for whatever reason I only moved my Reavers up slightly, who had been very lucky, and all of the skinks that were firing at them missed everything. So they were still alive. I only moved them up a bit because I wasn't too sure what to do with them. Same goes for the Silverhounds, and for some reason I got distracted, and when I came back I forgot to move them. Disaster for me. It could have gone a lot worse, but what I didn't do is I didn't do anything with them at all. On the right hand side though, I did a bit more movement. Remember this part. So archers just moved up slightly just to get some more range on the Saurus. Not too close, so they won't be charged, but just enough where the -1 won't matter when I cast Hand of Glory, which is hopefully what I'm going to do. Right hand side, I put the eagle over there, so we'll have a chance to charge into those guys if they come forward to shoot them, which they should really, they might as well. And then over on the left hand side, the Reavers have gone over to entice the Saurus over for a charge, and then we'll probably run away and come back, the usual elf stuff. Once again, the Slan had me out magicked and out dispelled, so I got no spells off. A shooting phase though was extremely successful, even though I didn't really kill much. I killed the Scar veteran, which is what I had to do. I got him with a bolt thrower. First bolt thrower missed, second bolt thrower hit him, and he rolled a 1 on his charm shield, so I was very lucky. Once I did that, and I got myself a 6, 3 wounds gone, and Scar veteran is 2. So we on to Lizardman turn 2, and what happened was he declared a charge with Saurus, and off go the Reavers. They flew away, just as Reavers do really. So the Saurus I think only rolled a 3 and a 2 or something, so he went forward 3. Temple Guard on the right moved forward a little bit, and that's it. On the left hand side here, the skinks move around just to get some more shots on these guys. I should really get rid of them this turn. They were very lucky the last one. And this is the final bit of the movement. So the Temple Guard move up nice and far. The skinks come over the side, over the terrain there to get some nice close shots on the eagle, and that's pretty much it. So Lizardman magic phase was nothing much happened, which was great. So onto shooting. This was far more substantial for the Lizardman though. So he killed 3 of my Reavers, boom boom boom, and the other 2 ran, and off they went. And that's probably the last you'll see of those guys. Skinks did a good job. We're on to High Elf turn 3, and apologies for the brutal photograph. It's the only one that I have of this one. I thought I had taken 2. The other one seems to have disappeared. So what happened was I rallied the Aurelian Reavers, just moved them back up here, put them right in front of the Saurus warriors, and over on the left hand side reformed the Silverhounds. I think it was a swift reform. Put them in here, and they're getting ready for hopefully it'll be a flank charge, because what I'm hoping that's going to happen is the Saurus are going to come into the front of the Aurelian Reavers, and with predatory fighter, because they're going to wipe them out, it means they can't restrain, so they'll have to barrel through, and it should give me a nice flank charge with the Silverhounds, which is probably the only chance I'll have Silverhounds going directly against Saurus, because there's a massive unit and I've only got 8 guys. I'm always strikes first, so I should kill a couple, plus I'll have strength 5 on the charge. But it's going to be a tough one. I would like to get another unit in, but with the other Temple Guard in there as well, we're really going to struggle against these guys. My magic phase is a bit of a mess. Again, don't get anything off. So, on to shooting. And shooting is very successful, which means we get rid of some of the Temple Guard. And they're very tough guys with the Slan as their friend, so that's good news. Eagle, who we missed in the last turn, was shot by the Skinks and lost 2 wounds. So he charges into the Skinks, kills them, and overruns and catches them. So that's great stuff. That gets rid of those Skinks who could have been a lot more dangerous if they had to kill the guy, come around and probably peppered my Phoenix Guard for a while. And on to Lizardmen turn 3, and this is exactly what I wanted. The Saurus go straight into these guys, and I hold. Reavers, screw them, I don't care. If I get a chance to come into the side of these guys, it'll be great. And I've measured it out, and I should be able to get a charge at my Phoenix Guard as well. And I think the 2 units should be able to take these guys out. The only thing I'm worried about is the Temple Guard. I probably have to sacrifice my Eagle, maybe put him in line and get him to do a charge on them. Not a charge, get them to charge him and redirect them or something like that. But things are looking good. Skinks move up towards my bow thrower. Oh dear. And the Temple Guard just move up on towards the hill and towards me, and they move very fast. I was hoping they wouldn't be this fast. I'm going to struggle now with these guys. I completely forgot about this guy. He has a Skink Priest, a level 1 Skink Priest holding the spell scroll, who was hiding behind that little rock for about 3 turns. So what he does is he brings him out and puts him out of the charge range of my Eagle, which is obviously a nice thing to do. And on to the Lizardman magic phase, and as it says, oh dear, we are going to be in lots of trouble. 12 dice Lizardman magic phase is something to be worried about, especially when he has Fiery Convocation. And that's exactly what he does. He fires Fiery Convocation at me and gets Irresistible Force. So, it's not too bad actually with the Phoenix Guard. It does kill a couple of guys, kills 3. We have our ward save though, so we're alright. And we had a save of 6 as well. So, wound gone off the Battle Standard Bearer, wound gone off the Mage, and 3 guys are dead. But what happens next is something that changes the game. It's a complete game changer, because otherwise I'd have been in a lot of trouble, especially with 2 big units of Saurus. You rolled a 2. Sean says, what's a 2? I said, well, it's probably the worst thing you can get. Well, that and a 3 and a 4. So, massive explosion. He kills his entire unit. Rolls for the Slan, and the Slan goes down a hole, and he's gone. Great news for the High Elves, but it's a disaster for the Lizardmen. But what can you do? When you roll 6 dice, this is the chance you take. Moving on to the shooting phase, and a bit more happiness for the Lizardmen when they shoot and destroy the bow thrower. So that's 1 bolt thrower gone, and 1 more to go. So Lizardman combat phase, and exactly what happened, what I thought would happen, did happen. He destroyed my Aurelian Reavers. They actually killed 2 guys. Well done, Aurelian Reavers. But that's what they wanted to do. I wanted them to get killed, and for the Saurus to run through. All that matters is that they run far enough for me to get a nice flank charge. That's exactly what they get. They fly forward, give me a nice flank so I can go straight in there to the side. And now that the other unit is gone, I'm definitely going to be charging in with my Phoenix Guard, because I've got loads and loads of chances to get rid of those. Elf turn 4, and that's exactly what I do. 2 units straight into the side. And Phoenix Guard, I think, has a roll 7, no problem. Got themselves an 8 or a 9, which is grand. And the other guys were auto win. So this is great. The other token movement is just to bring the Eagle over here behind these guys, just to move them up into the picture really, and then the archers just stay where they are. Close up picture here it's just because 1 guy got shot by my archers who didn't do very well really, but never mind, 1 less. So on to the combat phase, and the Phoenix Guard and the Silverhounds do a great job here and get rid of a couple of ranks of these guys. It's great stuff. Nothing less than what I thought they would do, because they're a tough old unit, especially together. Great stuff. We did lose a Battle Standard Bearer, but I can take that. So we both pursue. Unfortunately, the Saurus run far faster than horses do, so they get away. Will they rally? Probably will, but I'll still have 2 units going into them anyway, so that's alright. Back here in Lizardmen turn 4, and the remainder, or what remains of the Temple Guard unit, charge into the archers and lose 1 on the way in, so there's only 1 left. And then his Saurus warriors turn around about face and get ready to be double charged again. And then over on the left hand side we have his skinks, who look down at the other bolt thrower, and they're going to have a great time destroying that. And that's exactly what they do, because there's no magic phase, so straight to shooting and bolt thrower gone. So first we'll start off with the archers, and they use their ASF abilities to their perfection, getting 3 wounds in this guy and he couldn't save any, so gone Temple Guard. Well done, archers. So High Elf turn 5, and Silver Helms and Phoenix Guard go straight back into the Saurus Warriors for round 2. They should be able to break them this turn with the 2 units going straight in. So what our movement is, my archers move up onto the hill so you can get a nice clear shot on the little skink priest, who shouldn't last too long, and the eagle just flies over to take a look at the battle and see how everyone's doing. So on to the magic phase, and not much to cast really. I just wanted to get an extra ward save on my unit, so threw out a Hand of Glory onto these guys, got it off, so their weapon skill is now +3, so I think weapon skill 7 makes no difference, just gives me some extra ward save. And shooting phase, my archers take out the little skink priest, and that's the end of him. I'm back here for the combat phase, so this one goes just as well as the last one. We had 2 units into these guys. We killed another probably 10, 11 of these Saurus. Only lost a Silver Helm in return. He did get a couple of hits on the Phoenix Guard, but they're +1 to their ward save now. It's a 3+ ward save, so nobody was getting killed there. And there's only one thing that's going to happen, and that is they are going to run. And the Silver Helms fly after them and they catch them, and that is the end of the game. So the end of the game, and a great game it was as well. Great to play Lizardmen, because I hadn't played them in such a long time, and glad I picked up their book as well, because it really is a great read. Lots of nice backstory and some really cool units in here as well, Carnosaurs and stuff. I might actually think about maybe picking them up in maybe, well, it'll be a year's time once I finish these Elves. But anyway, let's get back to the battle, and it all really turned when his slan exploded. That was pretty much the end of the game right there, because we got a double charge off on the Saurus Warriors, wiped them out, and that was the end of the game. Only for that, I think we would have struggled a little bit to get any points out of them, because the Silver Helms would not have been able to take out the Saurus Warriors on their own, and Phoenix Guard versus Temple Guard would have been probably 50-50. But if the Saurus had gotten rid of my High Elves, Silver Helms should I say, and came into the side of the Phoenix Guard, then they'd be toast. So lucky stuff for me, and unfortunately for Sean, luck didn't go his way this turn. So there's going to be a lull for probably a week and a half, as next week I won't be down the club to do any games. So I'll be back the week after that against actually one of the subscribers to this channel, who's going to be a new member of the club hopefully. So we'll see him down there. He's got High Elves as well, so it'll be a High Elf off in the next game. So thanks for listening guys, and take care of yourselves.